Hey, this is Alex, and today I want to make a follow-up video to the previous video that I made. And last video, I said that it's not a good idea for everyone to be a self-help coach and everyone to be a coach and how to make money online. Now, to prove that, I have a mastermind member with me. His name is Josh, and he's an expert in nightlife promotion, bartending, how to get in that sort of business. And I'll ask him how that business works, just to prove to you that there's so many other types of businesses that a young guy, for example, can get into successfully that's not coaching. So Josh, maybe you should introduce yourself. What kind of stuff do you do? Who are you?
My name's Josh Seed. I bartend. I promote. I throw lots of events. Big events. Try and just become a figurehead in the nightlife scene and be known to the people in my city and have a huge following within my city and on Facebook and around the world. Yeah.
So you were telling me some pretty interesting business models that exist in the nightlife scene. I've never heard of this stuff before. So can you tell a little bit about the profit share model in the nightlife industry, that the offer you just got, for example?
Well, it's really interesting. It's almost think of it like a pyramid, not a pyramid scheme, but a pyramid, right? So the people that own the business, they make the highest profits because they are taking all of the risks. And you as a promoter, if you're thinking of the entry level promoter, they actually don't get paid very much, right? They get paid maybe $1 a head, or $2 a head if they're lucky. And if they're selling tickets, they can actually make more. But it's really the people that are in charge, managing and creating something that are going to make the most money. Because if you're the guy that's working for a promoter, so you're a sub promoter, and you're like, okay, I'm going to bring in 30 people, awesome, and your manager's happy. Okay, 30 people, that's awesome. But you're going to make like $30 or maybe $60 unless you're selling tickets, which are harder to sell. And if you're selling tickets $5 a head profit, then that's okay, but you're not making so much. So if you're the guy that's actually leading and you are the one that's throwing the events and in charge of the events and setting up the business plans and meeting with the club owners and the event distributors, then that's when you can make some real money.
Yeah, so you can imagine if you combine that with internet marketing, you have a large audience of people, like a lot of hot young people just show up at your events, then guess what? A lot of people in general will show up at your events, right? So that's how you can create large crowds. Large crowds equals lots of money in the industry, as Josh told me before. So how would someone who's just starting out, how would they get into this industry? Like a lot of people who are watching this right now, they're like, yeah, okay, well, but how do I start? So how do they start with this?
It's a lot of hard work. Okay, so this is the thing. Let's just say you're an attractive woman, okay? Bam, you're in. And that's the sad reality. If you're an attractive woman that has passion and is dedicated to creating something, then you have even more of an edge, and that's amazing. But if you're a guy and you're good enough looking and you're good enough with your social skills, what's going to happen is you're going to have to go out and meet the people that are already in the scene, okay? Because if you don't know them, they can't put in a word for you, and if you don't have a word in for you, you don't have the job. That's just how it is. Like if you're bartending, if you're trying to get into the promotion scene, unless it's like either, okay, I don't know you, maybe you're promoting in another city, you bartend in another city, right? But what is it that you're going to do for me that's going to make me money? And if you don't have that yet, then you need people to vouch for you and need people to teach you how it is that you're going to make these businesses profit, so you yourself can make some profit.
All right, so imagine someone's watching Netflix at home and they're bored and don't know what to do, and they say the economy is bad. So what are some tips for this person to get started in what you're doing?
Well, I would say the first tip is to go out and just get out there. Like you need to go into the fire, to actually learn anything about the business that you're trying to get into. So for me, when I first stepped in, what I did was I got a job at a solid bar. How did I do that? I just hustled really hard. I went out to This is so funny when people tell me I can't get a job. I went out to literally 50 different venues, handed out a resume, and maybe I think I got like 3 offers and I picked the best one, right? It's not like, oh, I went out to 10 venues and no one hired me. What am I doing wrong? It's like, no, go out to like 50, like 100 venues. There's a lot in your city. It's like, go out, just go out, right? Tell people your name. Introduce yourself to the people in the industry, right? Like, go, if you're out on the club street, and in Canada it would be, or sorry, in Vancouver it would be Granville Street. That's the most popular. You'll see the same people over and over again on the street, right? Because those are the ones that either go out regularly or they're working there, right? So go introduce yourself to them. At first they're going to be like, oh, a little bit standoffish because everyone wants to talk to them. Everyone wants to, be their friend. But if you're just a genuine person, then they're gonna be like, oh, okay, cool. This guy's, he's a good enough guy and he's trying to get into the industry. I want to help him, right? The third thing I would say is just work your ass off. Like, passion and hard work are gonna get you so far. If you're passionate about this industry and if you're passionate about just jumping in and doing your best and not making, you're not here to make money. Like, it's gonna be an end result. It's like, oh, okay, I made all this money, but I created this amazing, business, or I helped people enjoy themselves. Like, I created a night that people at the end of the night, they said, wow, like, that was amazing. I want to come to the next one, right? So, yeah.
Right, so that's all the hard work and how to get started. But what are some, let's call it, fringe benefits of being in this industry, would you say? And keep it let's call it politically correct.
Okay, there's actually some amazing benefits. I know people that get in this industry just for the fun, right? I could go out to some of the best venues in my city and not have to pay for a drink, right? I could get into all these venues when they're, packed line, and to get in is almost impossible unless you're giving the bouncer like $50. To just walk in, shake the guy's hand, and it's all good. Like almost any venue in the city, right? On top of that, you are the kind of person, when you're in this industry, that people want to know. They want to be your friend, and let's just say people who would otherwise maybe be a little bit rude to you or standoffish, or girls especially, that if you see them in the nightclub and you go like, oh, hi, how's it going? They'll just completely blow you off. Those girls are fighting for my attention, right? Those people they're all fighting for my attention just because I'm in a job where I need to be the leader in the social setting. I need to be in charge. That's my job, is to be in charge of the social dynamics, right? So that's, there's a lot of really great benefits to it, yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, that's a 101 course on how to get into the nightlife industry. I know lots of people watching my YouTube channel want to get into an industry like that. If you already have some money, by the way, you don't need to go in from the bottom. I think you can open up a place, rent a place, organize parties, especially if you know how to build a list online, then it becomes easier to do something like that. If you have a list of people who are desired in a venue, who are desired in a bar, in a club, then you could pretty much rent something and get them to come over, promote a party, and make a profit. Wouldn't you agree?
I would say you don't even need to rent one. You would just bring your business plan to whoever's in charge, and if it's a profitable business plan, and you have credibility, then they'll actually go out of their way to cater to you. Yeah.
All right. So that's to get started. If you want to get started in this industry, then that's how you get started pretty much. So if someone wants to find you, Josh, what is your YouTube channel? He has videos on the whole industry. If someone wants to find you, Josh, how do they find your YouTube videos?
You can just search efficient bartending on YouTube. There should be some videos that pop up. A lot of great content, weekly videos, daily videos, etc. Yeah.
Awesome. So thanks for being on the video, Josh. So that's it, guys. If you liked this video, please subscribe. If you want more of these videos, then thumbs up, and see you next time.